This is Phase Ed Music. This is Phase Ed Music.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? That was a fail. Trying to drink my water and it's not even open. All right. Let's get into it. Honestly, I'm not really looking at anything too crazy today. Because I don't really see much, to be honest. Euro kind of played out of our zone that I was looking at yesterday. If you guys are tapped into the Go Live community, the only other thing I really see is gold, potentially, if it wants to give us higher movement. But I also feel like I'm going against my overall bias here if I do take this. It's just, based off of 4 hour, we did make a new low when we closed below this low here. So that's the one thing that I'm kind of looking at. That's kind of, throwing me off a little bit. But there could be a possibility that we could see a 5-minute move higher. It's just, I'm going to kind of just wait for price action to see what it does and reacts here. Because originally I wanted too short off of this candle, but we failed to break a low and we're maintaining it at the moment. And then, if we look at silver, and this is the reason why I'm kind of iffy about it, is because silver actually broke lower. So, I honestly feel like it's still going to trade lower. So we'll see. I honestly feel a little bit more obligated on taking shorts as well, but I really don't know, to be honest. Today's kind of just to me. Euro was the one thing that was solid in my opinion. We came into that hourly candle, that hourly zone, imbalance and all that, and we traded off beautifully there. So dollar as well, came and hit our target of these equal highs. So now I'm kind of just waiting to see what price does today, being more patient. And on top of that, we have a lot more news on the calendar for tomorrow and all that as well. So I'm not trying to push something to happen. We have PMI, we have FOMC, and we have the press conference. So that's kind of where my head's at. The only other thing I'm looking at is oil. I got hit out break even at my original positions. We were discussing potential buy ideas from this hourly candle. We had an original reaction at 8, and then we came back later on. That's what I was looking at on my stream. And I was trying to play it based off a 5-minute, which was right in here. And then, it was very short-lived, and it came back. And honestly, I was debating setting a limit off of this 15-minute candle, but I just figured I'll play live price. And we're kind of reacting off of here now. So, we'll kind of see where this goes. Originally, I wanted to see minimum if we could maybe get that last 5-minute down candle, considering that was the one that ran this wick and then gave this higher closure above this area here. So, I'm kind of waiting to see what, the open is going to do here in the next hour or whatever, and see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of the only other thing I'm looking at really, and then yeah, buys on USD Chef from late last week was solid. We were looking at this hourly imbalance, and then came back in yesterday and it took off, so that was clean as well. But yeah, so far the biases that we kind of had these last couple of weeks have been playing out. It took some time, but we finally have reached above those highs, right? So I personally do feel dollars continuously gonna go higher and higher this week into the next week, and I think we're gonna get up into this 103 area above these trendline liquidity. I think that's where we're headed. And yeah, I'm curious to see how the stock market open happens today as well. Yesterday on my Go Live, I didn't really have a bias on indices because I was more wanting to see, more price action. Because when we were live, we basically just had this price action here to play with. So I didn't really see anything based off of this. But now that we've gotten more breaks and stuff to the downside, there is a possibility that we could see a few things. Maybe we get something like this. Or, we could trade higher, especially because, trade higher and then go lower. I'm going to be paying attention to how the open comes about. But that's kind of where my head's at with indices as well. I think if dollar's going to continue to rally higher, we can start to maybe see a reversal on this, considering that, 30 and all of that has ran that daily high. We could see a little bit of a retracement based off this daily range. Right, we swept this low, we came up, closed above this high. It's a very good possibility that we could get some shorts to bring this back down to this daily candle to buy it back up, or this could be the move to inevitably bring this even lower, which is what our original thought was from this area. So, kind of something else to look out for. NASDAQ, really, I see the same thing as well. NASDAQ has a clearer imbalance and all of that, so this could continue lower as well, right? So those are just some of the things I'm looking at. But other than that, I don't really see anything too crazy today. It would be more like continuations from London's movement, right? If you guys were up for London, I think the Euro shorts were pretty solid. GU had the same short potential. I'm just wondering if we're going to get some sort of divergence with it, considering that we're just leaving behind equal highs like this. And we didn't quite come in the candle as well. So, same perspective, though, on GU. I do want to see it come lower. I'm just kind of curious to see if it's going to, maybe tomorrow or something, it's going to diverge with the Euro and give us some reason to run these highs. So I'm just keeping my eyes on that as well. But those are kind of my things that I'm looking at. And then, yeah, USD CAD, first area didn't respect, in my opinion, because it didn't give a nice break like I wanted it to see on the 1 hour, 4 hour. So I did not attempt here, right? So now I'm just kind of waiting to see how price is going to print coming into this 4 hour. So, this is kind of just on the back burner for now until I get more price action. But yeah, if we get some distribution in there to go lower, that would be cool. But I like how we're, creating liquidity basically in this area, so that's pretty dope. Um, but yeah, I did not get Euro USD. I actually personally had a limit set off the 1 hour, but it failed to hit me. So you guys know me. I don't get up for London, so I didn't get this entry. To me, there was a 5-minute as well as a 3-minute opportunity on Euro. You could have maybe even went into the 1 minute time frame too, but even on the 5-minute in here, we traded above Asian highs, and this is obviously all hindsight at this point, but we did this, so you could have been shorting off of the 240 candle here, and then seeing that downside. So yeah, depending on how this trades and moves lower, maybe we see some re-entries in the future. But yeah, I want to see Euro down overall and dollar up. So that's that. Ugh. All right. Let me just take a look at the chat, though. We'll wait for things to kind of flourish going into the session today. I feel like indices are going to be more on my radar today. I'm just curious to see how the open is going to pan out here. But yeah, if we continue to create lower highs and lower lows as we go into the open, I think we could see a possible opportunity. Other than that, yeah, my eyes have been on oil. So I'm going to be paying attention to this 5-minute candle. We'll see. Yeah, I like how on the hourly we broke higher. We have nice volume here as well. And yeah, I feel we could see some more upside on oil overall. So that's where my head's at with oil. So let's see if we get a run below this low here and see how we stick in this candle. But yeah, USD CAD is trading higher. So just to keep something to keep out for there. I still have, I took a majority of my position out when we got this massive move down during Friday. If you guys were here with us live on Friday, we were watching USD CAD on a 15-minute. And, originally we were looking at how it was going to react here off of this candle, right, to see downside, because we came into that blue box, which is our higher time frame, TP area on our buys, but it also was the area to look for potential shorts. So then in this area, we started to then kind of distribute, create equal highs, and then the market traded above that. And then, on a 15-minute, we started to break down. And then Friday, we had, CAD GDP. So that GDP news came up above, the short-term liquidity and came into this candle. And then off of the 5-minute, we were justifying positions off of the imbalance, right? So I'm still holding this entry that I have here. Like I said, I did take a majority of my volume off and holding the rest to see if we can get, that overall retracement lower, or move lower, I should say. But, so this thing could come up. But yeah, that entry might get taken out. Who knows? But I do like how USD CAD is overall like kind of creating a base here and creating a bunch of liquidity. So, there is a possibility we could come up higher into the 4-hour and then pop lower. We could see some sort of distribution pan out in this area as well. Maybe it even runs me out and goes higher and then goes again. And I'm open to attempting that. So we'll see. Well, what's going on, everybody? We got Mason, Low G Snipes. Hold on, let me put this stuff that I'm looking at on another screen. All right. Chef was clean. Yes, indeed. Bonjour, Jimmy. What's good? Comment ça va? That's all the French I know, to be honest. What's good? 30-minute buy on gold was nice for a 1 to 4. I agree. You know, I was yes, last night I was debating buying this, but I'm happy I didn't because I would have honestly probably got ran out break even, which isn't bad. Because I was overall looking to see if you're going to break this hourly, because that's what gold's been kind of doing in this zone. You know, we would come down, create more liquidity, but inevitably, the only reason why I wanted to attempt the buy this time around is because on the hourly, we did close above this. So that made sense to me. It's just, it ended up playing off the 15-minute candle, which is cool. So, we'll see. I would personally like to see if we can get maybe one more bounce down into this area. And then it goes up one more time. It's just, I do want down overall. So I don't want to fight the bias that I have. But, it does make sense in my opinion. Like, we could see a run up, taking this liquidity going into, this week because we have so much news. And then maybe it shorts off, right? Because that was the other possibility, right? We could see gold come above all of these highs. So if that's what the algorithm's objective is, I think, we could possibly see that as well based off the hourly. It makes sense. But yeah, like off of a 4-hour, either way, like, it's always so hard for me to buy equal lows. But I think, I don't know. I just also feel like I'm going against my bias on that one. So we'll see how it reacts. I'm not going to just enter right off the bat. I just want to see how price sticks in this area. Because, if it does come in, like there's a possibility it could just dip and then go. Right? Considering that it already kind of did the first expansion out. But I think we would get some time of accumulation in here for us to then react. So, that's what I'm going to be kind of waiting for. And then the other thing, like I said, is making me skeptical on buying gold is just seeing how bearish silver is. We have a massive divergence between silver and gold. Silver came up, ran the liquidity that I just spoke about on gold, but, maintained the high and sold off. So it did the stop run, whereas gold didn't. So that's the other side of me thinking, okay, maybe gold doesn't have to be the one to run back up either because silver already did it. Maybe it just wants to sell off overall. So that's kind of the other speculation that I have, but, we'll see. Maybe gold is just going to be late or lagging to the party and it could come later on. So something to keep our eyes on. We'll see. Samuel, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Mark, what's good? Mason, Lil G, Chris Roy, what's good? Adnan, Maru, Samuel, what's going on? Currently in UChef buys based on 1 minute accumulation. Yeah, if you played off of that 50-minute candle in London today, that was a solid move. It's just, I don't know if we're going to stick completely. To me, it makes sense for us to personally retrace because we did run the high, so this could come down. It's the same thing with dollar, Dollar ran the equal highs now. So, I feel like there's two things that could happen. Either we could see this possibly today, or we can even go lower. I feel these are possible. And that's the one reason why that obviously is kind of going against the trend here because, on a 1 hour, 4 hour, we did break back bullish. But that's one of the only reasons why I can also see gold potentially trade higher as well. Because of dollar's potential bearishness, it could see off of this smaller retracement. So we'll see. But yeah, solid move on UChef though, if you played the 1 minute accumulation. Even the 15 minute off of this candle, like that probably gave you like a 1 to 4 or something. 6, 7, 8 pip stop. Yeah, it's like a 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Yeah, I agree. I don't really like today's price action too much either. It's like, There were some nice opportunities yesterday, so, chilling. Hi, Siva. Can you suggest me someone here on YouTube to learn about Wyckoff? Yeah, just like Josh said in the chat, you can learn it from me. On YouTube itself, I don't know. I don't really follow anybody on YouTube that teaches Wyckoff, to be honest. I'm I self-teach myself, and then I learn from Jordan Morgan. The Trade House taught me Wyckoff. And then, obviously going through the articles and reading books and all that. I got hit out of the gold buy yesterday. Yeah, this was a little. I know Iffy was attempting in year 2, and he, same thing. I think he got hit out BE or he got hit out. But it makes sense, We're sticking in a 1 hour area. It did give us a selling climax and everything. It just was a later move. So yeah, let's see if the market's nice to us, and it could. The other reason why I feel buys are valid on gold too is because we're kind of we're not breaking down. We're creating a bunch of liquidity. So, I would like to see if we get that dip. That would be dope. And then we come up. Because I think even if we were to short, most of this imbalance would get filled. So, I feel that even if we potentially get this buy, there's still like a 1 to 5, whatever on the table. And then, excuse me. And then even if it goes to those highs, we could get even more off the table. So, I think there is a possibility. Once again, if I get clapped on this, I'm not going to be mad at myself. I'll be mad at myself a little bit for going against my bias, but the shorts are not clean to me right now. So me trying to attempt the buy, I wouldn't be hurt about it. Because, yeah, to just, attempting a short off of here. This candle did just do a massive absorption. I think the ideal move would have been to hedge, to be honest. Get in shorts and trying to get in buys if it gives us it. It's one of those instances today, to be honest, for me. Yeah, and there's a very good possibility that dollar could even maintain this range, just rally up again. And that's what I mean. I would not be surprised. I overall do want to see dollar up anyways. There's still this gap to fill. We still I'll have all that liquidity on the daily. So it could happen. It very much could happen. So we'll see. We'll see how the market comes into that zone. Just curious to see if we're going to get another retest for the short, possibly. Maybe we already missed it now. That's the reason why I was thinking the short could have been valid. That candle closed like that, so we could have entered on the other candle, putting a stop above the high, but we'll see. See how this goes. Thoughts on GJ? Hold on. This freaking chair is annoying sometimes. I've been bearish on the yen, so GJ going higher makes sense in my opinion. Excuse me. Let me see. I've been bearish on yen really from like up here. And then wanting to see that retrace him down. So we are back in that zone now. Just I need to see more price action to attempt yen buys. There really isn't much here yet for me right now. It looks like we got like 5 15-minute breaks to the upside, which is cool for short, like small intraday setups. But let's see. Yeah, GJ did trade above. Let's see. Oh, we traded above the weekly high. Yeah, so, see, I'm happy that I didn't really attempt shorts on this afterwards because, yeah, I would have gotten wrecked. It's good I stayed away from yen. Yeah, like, we could justify shorts up here. This could be the, higher high. And then you could trade, like, going into the higher low. So I see you guys on the bias there. Buying does look like it's been depleting as well. So that's good. Maybe something like this could happen. It's just hourly closed below 2, did it? Let me see. Why is that line so thick? Okay, there you go. Yeah, hourly didn't really close below that. So I don't really like that, to be honest, because if I were to attempt this, I would have liked the hourly to close below here, and then it could give me a retracement. Yeah, I feel like I'm forcing something if I look at that. Yeah, I don't really like these, to be honest. Like, I understand why we would be looking for shorts. We made a new higher high on every yen, so, you'd expect the retracement, but trying to predict the top now is just, not the most ideal scenario. See, to me, Euro JPY looks better than GBP because it actually broke 1 hour higher low. So that could be possible. And then if Euro is weak as well right now, that could bring this lower. So this could be a probable setup maybe. Like I said again, it's just really looking at the yen. I don't really like what the yen is doing. It's kind of just really dicking around in this area right now. Like if there was a clean, selling climax and, we broke some crazy structure, then, I would be pretty, like I see the selling climax potential here. We did trade below that, but like it's just very choppy price action in here. Like I see it on a 5-minute. The only way I see those sells playing out is if yen for some reason sticks in here. That sticks, then yeah, maybe GJ and EJ give us a short. And then, if Euro as well gives us continued short movements, I think that would make it valid too. What's the importance of the closes and opens on the monthly? Um, so I don't personally use monthly closes and stuff too much, to be honest. I overall pay attention to the monthly time frame. Yeah, I don't look at it like every day because it's monthly only moves however much, right? I feel like it's something you could pay attention to at the beginning and later of a month or the end of a month. But it's like it's really still directional. You still have like a monthly time frame analysis. You could obviously then go deeper into the weekly and daily. But I don't really pay attention too much to the closes and stuff, to be honest. Unless if it ran past a significant high or something like that, which I don't really look at that on a monthly. Like I can still see that on a weekly and daily as well. So it's just like another higher time frame for me personally. But yeah, I don't really pay attention to the closes and stuff like that too much. Cause like you have the monthly candle, which is cool, but I rather just look more of the image on a daily or weekly because it gives me more data and context to play off of, if that makes sense. Grand Rising. If y'all are new to the channel and, if you guys did gain value even on a previous stream or even if you're gaining value on this one, I would appreciate if you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Be much appreciated, much obliged. What's good, AK Block? What's going on? What are y'all looking at today? The other thing that was solid was AU buys yesterday. So, I was originally wanting to see if we were going to get shorts, but I wanted to see more breaks to the downside. Yeah, we respected that 4-hour. This was clean for news. Very clean for news. We got NU unemployment change today too, so depending on what this does, NU is kind of creating some highs up in here. So maybe we get some buys. I'm just curious to see, how it's going to do it. If it gives us the 4-hour retracement, man, that would be a banger. If we come down there. That's kind of what I was originally looking for. But yeah, now that we have a new high and another new high, if we sweep this internal liquidity, maybe we could get something like that. Maybe I'm asking for too much there, though. But in my opinion, it has all the reason to even just do that now. Like, it could just continue running higher. So if we get this retracement, cool, I'll play it. But if not, then it's all good. When and where do you start looking for Wyckoff scheme and POIs? Really looking at, what's happening on the higher and lower higher time frames and breaking it down into the lower time frames to look for the schematics. If I were to give you an example, everything is honestly kind of crummy right now, price action wise, but I'll just use an old example. Gold, we were looking at, this imbalance here that was based off of a 4-hour, 8-hour time frame. And once we hit that area, we came into a zone. Thank you. We came into, a 4-hour zone. And then in here, then we're justifying shorts off of the 50 and 5-minute time frame. And then that's where, you can look for your distribution, right? We had a break. Price then came back, sold off, whatever. We had the same idea back here. I think we were live here. Oh, wait, no, we weren't. Well, I had this short. Same thought. Monday on my Go Live stream, I was then looking for this too, and then that happened. But yeah, if I were to give you an example of what we are looking at here live, we had the buys on USD CAD from down here. It was so it's like you wait for your intraday breaks and structures and stuff, and then I play. I rather wait for a break than trying to guess a lower high. You could get the bare bottom of stuff, but to me, you get a better R to R if you just wait for the break. So, we got the 4-hour, the 1 hour break to the upside, and then we were playing inside this candles here, and then this is where we were looking for buys during CPI, and that was we then narrowed it down to a 5-minute. And then we noticed volume and all that stuff in there, and then that's what we were looking for. So, it's really doing kind of like a top-down analysis, and then same thing we did over here. I'll be back, actually. I need to use the restroom real quick. All right, I'm back. But yeah, that was the example on UCAD as well. So it's like, you wait for the higher time frame and then, you do your thing. Just going to take a quick skim through everything we were looking at. See if anything is doing anything. UCAD is coming up, so we'll see. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question, though. Yeah, market's fractal. You can really see it on every single time frame. Now, you could see Wyckoff schematics on like a daily, weekly time frame, too. Obviously, those are going to take more time to pan out. That's like us when we were buying Euro back here last year. And then now, in my opinion, we're attempting the short, like the distro on Euro. Took away most of my position to give me more ammo for the retest on GU and UCAD. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I took a majority of my position out too on UCAD and stuff, so just in case. By the way, did anybody in here get an FRG? It's not a meme coin. It's actually a coin for a project called The Plague. Zach reminded me about this. Yeah, I'm in from like 2 cents. We're gonna see if we can get some more potential stacking around 4 cents or even lower. Something to keep my eye on. I like how we're creating liquidity to the upside. So, maybe we get more drips back down. That would be cool. Yeah, this is for the Plague NFT project, if you guys don't know what that is. So, I actually gave this on social media as well. So if you guys just simply followed, yeah. So they minted early April. So this was their mint price, or late April, sorry, last year. And I waited for after mint to buy, and they were sitting at like 0.03, anywhere from there to like 0.07. And that's where I was accumulating. So this was like $30, $70 in NFT. And yeah, they ran up to about like 0.7, 0.75 was kind of the high that the floor was sitting at. Obviously there's other rare ones and stuff like that. But yeah, this was a solid run up. I actually unloaded majority of the collection up here because, yeah, I did like a 10 to 20x on my position. So I was like, yo, I'm a TP. I still have a bunch of their tokens. I still have one of the OGs. Yeah, depending on what happens in crypto, I might reposition in the future, depending on if I want to. But I just wanted to get more liquidity out for Sandbox in the future because I do want to grab Sandbox land, which I'm still kind of waiting to see what is going to happen over here too, if it comes lower. It has been slowly. We've been seeing the floor cut by 100 ever so. I think this was an... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, so we'll see. So I just wanted to get more liquidity so I can buy land, to be honest. So that's why I did that. Yeah, little side notes there. Man, I don't know how I feel about this gold buy. How do y'all feel about the gold buy? I think we're playing ourselves. I think the short makes more sense, to be honest. Can I send you how I analyze NZD USD and see if I was right? I'm hedging. Nice, Ryan. Yeah, that would be the ideal. That's what I should have done, to be honest. I'm just being patient with the market, to be honest. And that's what I've been really doing too, is really testing my patience. Cause yeah, it's being cool. I'm bare dollars so far intraday. Okay, cool. Yeah, I agree with you there. We did just take out the high, so I think there is very good possibility we can see some form of retracement. So I'm with you on that one, Dan. It's going to take liquidity and then run up. It's going to take liquidity and then run up. Which liquidity are you referring to? Are you referring to the lows? Personally, don't want to take the risk. See, that's a good mindset as well, Chris. This isn't the most ideal setup. So I agree with you there. And that's literally the mindset I'm in right now. I'm like, do I even want to put my capital on this trade right here? And that's why I was even skeptical about taking the short. I like setups like this, right? Or even what we've taken in the past, where you have a hourly candle. Inside that hourly candle, there's like a 15-minute imbalance or a 15-minute candle. We have equal highs. and then we play a distribution above there. I like those types of setups. But this was just weird, in my opinion. Still hit the hourly candle like I wanted, but didn't give me my break, so I kind of was skeptical on that. And I feel you on that, though. Today might be a day of me just looking at the market and not actually participating, which is fine. I usually don't have a lot of those days. I'm more of a person that pulls trigger. But I'm just really being patient with this week. You know, this was one setup I was looking at. I wasn't awake. I set a limit. It didn't trigger me. So whatever. You know, maybe we get, you know, I actually should set an alarm here. Maybe we get this higher movement. That could be a possibility. You know, I would like to see down dollar, like I said, but we could just simply rally today as well. You know, because we do have the smaller internal hourly range here. So we'll see. Lows, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Samuel. I want to see those lows get taken out as well. Already had a great Monday. Yeah, facts. If you had a great Monday, you know, if the setup isn't clear for you, there's no reason to put risk on the table. I agree with that statement. Want to see dollar to go to the 1 hour gap before we fall. Facts, dude. I see you on that as well. You know, it's either we distro here or we go higher and then distro. But yeah, inevitably, I think we're, you know, my personal bias, I want to see us come up here. Let's see what oil's doing. Is oil coming back down? It is. It is coming back down. So even this on oil just looks so blech, too. You know? I don't know. I just kind of don't feel good about some of these setups today. Oil, I also have, you know, this 15-minute area marked up too. So, like, we could stick here on the 5-minute, but this 15-minute zone I think is valid. And shit, we could run all of this and come even lower too. There's still, like, areas we could play off of here. You know, there's still this lower hourly imbalance as well. So I'm just keeping my options open for oil. U-Chef accumulation playing off perfectly at the moment. Indeed. Oh, wait, Gabriel, were you talking about the current 1 minute accumulation? I thought you were talking. I know you're in Germany, so I figured you played the London move. If you played the current 1 minute accumulation, that was some savagery right there. What USD news do we have? Oh, this? I haven't really seen this be too volatile, to be honest. The Jolt Jobs one. This is not like a red folder news I really pay attention to. Maybe. You know, this could give us some signs of what NFP could have in store. You know, it does show the job openings. It does look like there's less job openings happening. So, but yeah, not a news that I really like trade or pay attention to be real. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch oil, to be honest. So I also feel that this wick is gonna fill on the hourly, so I'm just gonna wait. And seeing how USD CAD is reacting and stuff too. I'm gonna kind of just wait for these to spread out more price action. I had oil on the other screen here on the hourly, and I'm like, yo, this is a fat hourly wick. I don't know if I want to test that. So we'll see here. Whoa. You guys just ramped up the chat real quick. Damn. Got clapped on oil shorts. Oh, you were shorting oil? Nice, dude. Oh, but you got clapped on it, though. Oil be like that sometimes, it does. It claps hard. Market's so slow today. You expect anything for... Okay, I already answered it. Did you go over 30? If not, please, Grand Rising. What's good, Beverly? Honestly, I want to see downside on indices. Is just how is it going to play out? We did run above the high on 30 on the daily. We did create a new high. So, I'm suspecting we get some sort of retracement. And we're kind of already doing that, I'm just curious for the open. Are we going to do something like this? Come back to the London candle, or are we going to come up higher? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. But yeah, I think 30 we can come back down and fill some of these imbalances and stuff. Inevitably get that daily high or low. I didn't realize London session is 8 a.m. in London. They got it, mate. Yeah, bro. KB, I find that funny how you just realized that, fam. And you've been trading for a hot minute. Look at USD CAD on the 5-minute this morning during London. Had a perfect setup. IMO. Spike and break a structure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I see you. Yeah, that was clean buys. Yeah, London be giving some fire setups, to be real. Very fire setups. I think XXX is just going to rally. Just don't really see myself positioning in anything, though. So that really supports the buys for indices, too. So let's see if we... I feel like this pop-up could happen. Let's see what NASDAQ and the other ones are doing. NASDAQ's a little bit stronger. S&P is trailing down. Yeah, so that could be possible. Yeah, good shit on UChef and stuff, though, guys. You guys are killing it there. Original move that we were looking at from down here, that's playing out nicely as well. Very clean stuff. Come on, Dollar Moon. That's what I would like. Don't really want it for UCAD, but shit, it is what it is. The market needs to do what it needs to do. And if Euro just sells off, I'm going to be a little salty because I didn't get my entry. So at times I feel like I just need to wake up for London. But then I would literally get no sleep. That's what I've been noticing. Sometimes when I look for setups, it's literally in London and I'm not awake. And then either my limit gets clapped if I set it in London, or, it misses by a hair. And it's just fuck. It's why, bro? Because I had the Euro down bias, so my entry just didn't get in there. And then my original entry that I had up in here got hit out break even. So that sucked. Should have attempted this yesterday. I just failed to do that. That's why yesterday I was like so pissed. I was like, yo, if I was only looking at euro on these time frames, I would have got in. That's why I went on Facebook Marketplace yesterday. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna find more monitors so I can look at more shit. I seen some big moose or jolt jobs. Okay, cool. So yeah, maybe we give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it does give a little bamboozle. For real, block. They don't have to wake up early and get both sessions. G was clean on the limit for shorts. True. Yeah, you know, there's a bunch of shoulda, woulda, couldas that could have happened here. So yeah, I'm gonna have that area open, but I don't think we would have to come back there anyways. But everything might just continue, to be honest. Continuation from what it did yesterday. And it makes sense, you know, the downside was the overall objective on a lot of these majors. Like Euro, we've been targeting these lows and even lower than that for a while now. It's just a matter of time. There's like no way they let this trendline liquidity chill here for this long. Yeah, I see you on that too, Chris McCoy. I see you, my friend. Let's see. I honestly don't know if I'm going to just stay here on the stream with y'all or not, because I just, you know, don't really see much. You guys have my biases anyways, so, you know, if you guys see the same thing, cool. If you don't, you see something else, then yeah, today is just what other we have tomorrow? We have FOMC and all that, and then Thursday we have news as well. So this is going to be interesting. I'm waiting for euro rates, and this Thursday is going to be dope. And I honestly like news day after FOMC too, because there was one FOMC where the FOMC is what created the buying climax. And then the following day we had news and it traded above it. So it was like so simple to just short it. And we got like a huge move. So if we get something like that on Euro, that would be dope. And then there's Friday. I see a selling climax. Where? On what? What do you see it on, my friend? Yeah, like I love FOMC as well. Generally, I'm doo-doo on Wednesdays, but FOMC Wednesdays, oof, that shit smacks. I love FOMC. Especially because there's FOMC and then there's the conference. Like, you get like kind of like two releases. Because you have the rate release volatility, and then you have the volatility of whatever Powell says during the conference. And then when you have news after the conference day, like that's like a double whammy. So I love that. So I guess oil shorts are going to still play for now. which is fine. You know, I got hit out on BEs trying to attempt the buys. It's cool. It's a little unfortunate, Adnan, you got hit out, but you had the bias right, dude. Good stuff. This is where I was originally looking for it to stick, but I think this is just going to get ran through, so I'm not in this. I'm not in anything right now other than holding my, my bit of volume on UCAD. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, UCAD right now not giving any signs of selling off. Powell be talking that money talk. Yep, facts. Well, I found it interesting. And honestly, like, I assumed this was going to happen on Aussie rates. Because I didn't think they were just going to stop again. I don't think they were going to pause. And that's the thing, like, I still don't think the U.S. is going to just stop either. I think they are going to continue to hike. And I don't know, like maybe the conference, they actually talk about maybe continuously hiking. That could happen too. Who knows? Or they talk, like this conference is going to be important because either they're going to mention about we might slow things down. I don't think they're going to start lifting rates at all. But I think the most probable thing we can see is them talking about, we've seen things fix over, us increasing the rates, yada, yada, yada. So I think maybe we could see more hikes in the future, 0.25s, or I don't know if they're going to go aggressive again. Or I think the secondary scenario is them talking about pausing. Now, I kind of don't feel like they're going to pause, though, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like they're going to talk more about possibly getting these numbers up from 5%. So we'll see. The GU, I don't know, like, really with GU. I honestly think today's objective is going to be continuing to go lower, especially with dollar. I think, and this was the overall bias on dollar, right? I wanted to see dollar just rally. So if you guys have been holding your shorts on XXX USD, like, that's my overall swing position.
What's going to happen in the intraday today, I'm honestly kind of uncertain. I figured it makes sense for us to maintain the low of the day, to be honest, to rally higher. There's like a few things I was justifying. Either we just rally, or because we ran this liquidity, maybe we see some retracement, but an overall rally. But overall, I wanted to see bull side. But like how it was going to play out was kind of the challenge. But yeah, that was the reason why, even on my stream yesterday, I was looking for shorts on Euro. Maybe we get some downside on gold. I just don't know if gold's going to do it today or if, it's going to sell off from where it's at. It's kind of just dicking around, to be honest. So we'll see. I just don't really feel too confident about anything today. Oil, I wanted to see if we were going to stick in this candle. We didn't do that either, so I didn't attempt that. It was more like continuations, to be honest. We'll see here in the next hour. But yeah, family, I'm probably just going to hop off here, to be honest, because I don't really see anything. And I'd rather get some other stuff done than just kind of sit here and look at charts that I don't really plan on pulling trigger on. So, appreciate y'all hopping on here. I will be back live here on Thursday. So, for that news. So we'll see what's popping for Euro. I'm excited for that. And, we have unemployment change and all that stuff as well. And then we'll see what's good Friday, right? Friday we have NFP. So there's still a lot more stuff on the calendar. Today. And just because I feel like this doesn't mean nothing can happen in the market. There still could be opportunity. But, we do have the federal funds rate and everything tomorrow too. So stay locked in for that. I have my stream tomorrow as well. I am going live on Zoom with Cash as well. So if you guys want the link for that, hit me up on Instagram. But I appreciate y'all for hopping on. And yeah, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want more in-person, or not in-person, but more one-to-one, access to my personal groups and stuff like that, feel free to hit me up. And we can set you up in my mentorship as well. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.